first lecture of the unit 2nd, Technology Development and Transfer, and my topic is WHO Guidelines for Technology Transfer, Terminology and Technology Transfer Protocol. Okay. So, first of all, what do you mean by technology transfer? What is the definition of technology transfer? It is the process by which a developer of technology makes its technology available to the commercial partner that will exploit the technology. Okay. Basically, it is a collaborative process in which there is a transfer of technique, there is a transfer of process, there is transfer of knowledge to the other manufacturer for the manufacturing of good quality products. And in the pharmaceutical industry, it refers to the process of successful progress from the drug discovery to the drug development, clinical trials and ultimately to the full scale commercialization. Okay. Basically, in pharmaceutical industry, it is the process of progress from the very first stage, that is drug discovery, to the product development, and from the product development before going to the market, clinical trial is going on, clinical trial should be conducted on this clinical trials, and ultimately after conduction of clinical trial, after getting appropriate result for the full scale commercialization. So, technology transfer is process of successful progress from the drug discovery to the drug commercialization. Okay. Now, what is technology? Technology comes from the Greek word that is techno and logia. Techno and logia. It originates from the two words technologia, and technologia means systematic treatment. Technologia means systematic treatment. Okay. So, next is what types of technology. What are the different types of technology? There are three different types of technology. First one is emerging technology. Second one is innovative, and third one is established technology. Okay. There are three types of technology. First is emerging, second one is innovative, and third one is established technology. So, first is emerging technology. Emerging technology is a type of technology that is under bench scale testing, that is under lab testing stage. Okay. Second is innovative technology. Innovative technology is the technology that is fully tested, but lacks a full history of commercial use, means it is a novel technology, it is a newer technology and its history is not available. Okay. Third is established technology. Established technology is that is fully established, that is already approved technology. Okay. So, technology transfer I already defined. Next is steps involved in technology transfer. Okay. In the technology transfer process, a single department is does not involve in the technology transfer process. A single department is not at all involved in the technology transfer process. It involves various representatives and individuals from the different departments, like from the R&D department, R&D representative. Okay. From the quality control department, there is quality control representative. From the quality assurance department, there is quality assurance representative. Okay. From the also administrating staff, supporting staff, these all are involved in the process of transfer of technology. Basically, this process ensures the transfer of knowledge, transfer of technique and transfer of process for the manufacturing of good quality product. Okay. This technology transfer process also transfers the legal rights, that is intellectual property rights. It also involves the transfer of legal rights such as intellectual property rights. So, basically there are 4 steps that are involved in technology transfer process: research phase, development phase, production phase and documentation phase. Okay. First one is research phase. Research phase means research, and this phase is conducted by R&D department. Okay. R&D department conducts the research on this technology transfer, and the R&D department does 2 functions only. First is procedure designing. First is procedure design and second one is excipient selection. Excipient selection. Okay. Research phase is conducted by R&D department and it does 2 functions. First one is procedure designing and second one is excipient selection, and also it checks the capabilities of the absorber unit, that whether it is able to fulfill the process, whether it is able to implement this technology in her unit. Okay. Second, next one is development phase. In development phase there are 4 stages. First is research for factory production, second one is consistency between quality and specification, and third one is assurance of consistency through development of manufacturing, and fourth one is technology transfer from R&D to production. Okay. First is research for factory production. Okay. This phase is done to develop or to establish proper quality control method, proper manufacturing method for the manufacturing of good quality product. Okay. Second is consistency between quality and specification. Okay. After establishing the proper quality control method and proper manufacturing method, it is a compulsory it should be ensured that the products or the goods that we are producing should be of optimum quality. There should be a consistency between the quality of product manufactured. There should be a consistency between the quality of the product manufactured as from the sending unit and in the receiving unit. Okay. Basically 3 units are involved in the transfer of technology, and these 3 units are sending unit, receiving unit and unit managing the process. Okay. Basically 3 types of units are involved. First one is sending unit, second is receiving unit and third one is unit managing the process. So, what is sending unit? Sending unit is the unit from where the designated process, from where the designated technique or designated formula is to be transferred, expected to be transferred. And second is receiving unit, to whom the process or the formula or process is going to be transferred. Means sending unit is from where and receiving unit is to where, and unit managing the process is a unit that is acts as a mediator between sending and receiving unit, that is managing the process of technology transfer. So, basically 3 types of units are involved in this. Okay. So, there should be consistency between the quality produced from the sending unit as well as from the receiving unit. Same quality product should be manufactured by the receiving unit also. Okay. Means the results are reproducible, the process should be reproducible. Okay. Next is assurance of consistency through development of manufacturing. Okay. The in charge of sending unit should ensure that he or she had transferred all the technical information related to the process to the in charge of receiving unit, so that he can clearly understand the concept, understand the process and implement in the unit to get the good quality products. Next is technology transfer from R&D to production. Okay. for the transfer of technology from the research and development department to the production, a document is prepared and this document is known as TTD. TTD, Technology Transfer Dossier. Okay. Technology Transfer Dossier. Okay. This document is prepared for the technology transfer from R&D to the production, and these are the contents of this document, that is TTD, Technology Transfer Dossier. First is master formula card, second is master formula, third is master packaging card, development report, packaging development report, and standard test procedures and specifications. Okay. So, first is master formula record. As the name indicates, it will contain the information of active ingredient, its strength, its dose, its generic name, its proprietary name, its dosage form, and all the details of ingredients. Okay. Second is master formula. Master formula should include the manufacturing instructions and formulation order. Okay. What instruction should we follow in the manufacturing of this product, or in which order we have to prepare this formulation. So, these all informations are included in the master formula. Next is master packaging card. As the name indicates, designates, it is related to the packaging. Okay. Means which type of packaging are you using for the products, which type of packaging components are you used, what is the stability profile of the packaging component used, what is the shelf life of the packaging component. Okay. What types of components can you use for the packaging, this is all defined in master packaging card. Okay. Next is development report. Development report, it is a report which describes the information, or which gives the information from the drug discovery to the manufacturing of product, means it involves all the processes, all the details regarding the process. Next is packaging development report. Okay. In this the information regarding packaging component, means rationale of choosing the packaging component, means why we have choose this type of packaging component, why we have choose this type of packaging. Okay. This is all given in the packaging development report. Next is standard test procedures and specifications. In this two terms are there, standard test procedure and specification. Okay. Specification will specify the limits. Okay. These will specify the limits. What are the limits? What is our acceptance criteria? What is upper limit? What is lower limit? And our product should be within this limits. Okay. Specification will specify the limits, and standard test procedure is related to the quality control test. Standard test procedure will define the process of conduction of quality control test or quality control procedure. Okay. This is the content of technology transfer dossier, how the technology from R&D to the production is transferred. Okay. Next, production phase. Production phase involves optimization and validation. Okay. So, first is validation. This step is done to ensure that either our manufacturing unit is capable of manufacturing the good quality product or not. Okay. In the production step, there are three phases. First is validation, second is scale up, third one is batch selection. Okay. First is validation. This process is done to ensure that this unit or this manufacturing unit is capable of performing or capable of manufacturing the good quality product or not. And second is scale up. Scale up is basically an intermediate stage between the lab scale and the commercial scale. Okay. It acts as a intermediator between the stages. Okay. Third is batch selection. Based on the feedback received from the R&D, based on the studies received from the R&D, we have to select the batch or we have to fabricate the batch. Okay. So, next is documentation. In this, each and every step of the process should be documented. We have to prepare, we have to keep a proper record of each and every step. So, to assure the quality of the product. Okay. So, next is reasons. What is the purpose of technology transfer? What is the need of technology transfer? What is the objective of technology transfer? So, there are various reasons why we have to go for technology transfer. First is lack of resources for manufacturing capacity. Okay. Lack of resources for manufacturing capacity. Okay. Some manufacturing units have didn't have proper resources for the manufacturing of product. Suppose this unit has the capacity of only 1000 products per day, okay, but we want to manufacture 10,000 products. So, to increase the capacity, so increase the manufacturing capacity, this unit will make a alliance with the another unit or will transfer its technology to the another unit for the manufacturing of quality product. Okay. Second is lack of resources related to marketing and distribution capabilities. Sometimes the unit that is manufacturing the product should it has the capital or it has the money for investment on the manufacturing of product, but it lacks the resources, it lacks financial resources to marketing and distribution capability. Means it does not have proper financial proper finance to market the product or to distribute the product. In that case, the unit will transfer its technology or unit will take a agreement to another unit to market and to distribute his products. Third is lack of resources for commercial launch of products. Okay. Sometimes the unit or premises have capacity for the production at the early stage, but at the later stage when the huge investment of capital is required, it lacks the resources. Then in that case he will agreement or he will make a treaty with another unit to commercially launch his product. Okay. To next is lack of resources for conducting clinical trials. Okay. Sometimes the manufacturing unit lacks resources for the clinical trial. Okay. They should not have any capacity, they should not have any premises for conduction of clinical trial, they should not have animals for conduction of clinical trials. So, in that case the manufacturing unit will contact to another unit for the conduction of clinical trial, because until and unless clinical trials are not conducted, the product cannot be launched in the market. So, to market the product it is essential to conduct the clinical trials. Next, lack of resources for the exploitation of technology. Sometimes two units both will make a mutual agreement for the exploitation of technology. Half of technology is available with the two manufacturing units, then there is need of technology transfer. So, these are the various reasons for technology transfer, that is lack of manufacturing capacity, lack of resources related to marketing and distribution capabilities, lack of resources for commercial launch of product, lack of resources for conducting clinical trials, and lack of resources for the exploitation of technology. So, next is types of technology transfer. So, there are different types of technology transfer. Basically, three sectors are involved in the transfer of technology, that is government sector, private sector and academics. Academics include institutes and private institutes, universities and private academics. Okay. So, on the basis of these three sectors, there are 5 types of technology transfer. First is technology transfer from the government sector to the private sector. Okay. Technology transfer from the government sector to the private sector. In this types of technology transfer, government will issue a grant to the government universities or government institute to conduct out the research, okay, for the innovation, for the development of a new technology. okay, and this technology should reach to the mass population, and to become reachable to the mass population, this technology is transferred from the government sector to the private sector, and in this both of the sectors are benefited. Okay. Government will be free from a burden, and private sector has a sector will get a chance to upgrade his technology. Okay. He will get the technology at lower price only. Next is technology transfer between private sector of the same countries. Okay. This is the type of technology transfer that is undergoing in the same country between the private firms. Okay. So, this type of technology transfer involves the mutual agreement or sharing of profits. Okay. Next is between private firms of different countries. This type of technology transfer occurs between the developing countries and developed countries. Okay. In the most of the cases, technology is transferred from the developed country to the developing countries. Okay. Next is from academia to the private sector. In most of the countries, for the new technology or for the technology, the various private firms or various countries are dependent on the academics. It is difficult to rely on the academics in the developing countries, but in developed countries this is in fashion, this is a trend to dependent on the academics. Okay. Academics or universities or government institute will develop a new technology, and that is and will transfer to the private sector for the commercialization. Okay. And in this both of the sector will benefited, because academic will receive a fund for the for the development of technology, and private sector will receive the technology, will get the technology at a lower price. Okay. Next is academia, government and industrial collaboration. Okay. In this academics, government and industry, three of them will collaborate for the transfer of technology. Government will issue grants, to the academic, to the various institutes, various universities for the conduction of research, for the development of a new technology, and this technology will then transfer to the industry for the more development. Okay. So, in this process three of them will get benefit. Okay. Next is methods of technology transfer. Okay. These are the various methods by which we can transfer the technology, but before selection of method of technology transfer, we have to emphasize on strategy of the technology transfer. What is the future strategy? Okay. What is the objective of technology transfer? So, first method of technology transfer is licensing. Okay. Licensing, it is of two types, licensing in and licensing out. Okay. Licensing means in this the technology developer or the sending unit will gives the permission to use his technology to the absorber unit in the form of a license. Okay. The developer unit will give the permission to the absorber unit to use his technology. Okay. And that document is known as license, that proper format is known as license, and this licensing is of two types, licensing in and licensing out. Okay. In case of licensing in, the technology absorber will get the permission for whole of the life. Okay. But in case of licensing out, the technology absorber will get the permission to use the license of developer for some period of time, for a fixed period of time. Okay. After that fixed period of time is over, then the absorber unit we can't use the license. Okay. Next is support contract. As the name indicates, support contract means it is a contract in which technology developer will support the absorber unit at each and every step of the process of technology transfer. Okay. In the support contract process, the technology developer will support, will help to implement the process of technology transfer. It will give the details about all the technical informations that should be followed during the implementation of technology in the absorber unit. Okay. Third is joint venture. Joint venture, in this the technology developer will help the technology receiver and will share the mutual assist, will share the profit, will share the losses. Next is franchising. In the franchising, technology developer will share his trademarks and his business model to the technology absorber. Next is strategic alliance. In the strategic alliance, most two big companies will make an alliance to form a new technology, to develop a new technology. For example, joint labs. Next is turnkey agreement. In case of turnkey agreement, there is a mediator involved in the transfer of technology, means in the between the technology developer and between the technology absorber, there will be a mediator. Foreign company acquisition. In this, a foreign company will acquire a startup company. Okay. And in this type of technology transfer, the foreign company will get all the information related to startup. Okay. Next is buyback contract. In case of buyback contract, the technology developer will transfer the high tech equipment to the small units for the manufacture of products, and in turn he will get the profit from the sale of the equipments. Original equipment manufacture. In this, the technology developer will give the training, will give the equipment to the technology absorber, so that he can manufacture high tech equipment, he can upgrade his technology. Okay. And the big company will get the profit at the by purchasing the equipment at low cost. Next is WHO guidelines. So, these guidelines are mentioned in the Annexure 7 of WHO Technical Report Series number 961-2011 as the WHO guidelines on transfer of technology in pharmaceutical manufacturing. Okay. This is the terminology that is involved in the technology transfer process. First is acceptance criteria. What is acceptance criteria? It is a measurable term under which the test result is found to be acceptable. Corrective actions. Corrective actions means action taken at the critical control points. And what do you mean by critical control points? A point at which control should be taken, and if this control is not taken, there can be hazards, safety hazards. Okay. Next is quality risk management, sending unit, receiving unit. As I have told you, technology transfer report will contain the information about the transfer of process, about the transfer of technology. Next is gap analysis. It is the identification of critical elements of the process. Okay. So, this is the quality risk management, and its objective are to ensure the quality of the product, to eliminate the risk at the patient end, to ensure the elimination of risk at the point of origin, and also to protect the company from loss generated. And it is a risk based approach, and it is systematic process that involves the assessment, control, communication and review. These all are the applications of QRM. Because QRM has application in training and education, product development, in the validation and qualification, in the commercial manufacturing of products. Okay. In the QRM process, various tools are used, and these tools are flowchart, FTA, HAZOP, HACCP, FMEA. This FMEA is of two types, DMFEA and PFMEA. Okay. D stands for development, P stands for product. Okay. Development, failure, method, effect, analysis, and P stands for product. This flow chart will help It is a simple technique that helps to gather and organize the data. FTA stands for fault tree analysis, that helps in identifying the root cause of the problem. Okay. And HACCP is a bottom approach that focuses on identifying the critical points. Thank you.